Oh, okay. We're going to go ahead and get started. I want to start off with Bethany. I want you to share your story. Tell us a little bit about like why you got started in the business and what it's done for you.
Okay, so this is my second time doing this business. I did it a couple of years ago, right after I had my daughter, because I was on maternity leave and I didn't have any income coming in. And so that obviously didn't work for me because like after 6 months, I just shut it down because I wasn't getting customers. I wasn't getting any leads on anything. Nobody was really interested in it. Fast forward to February, and Becca popped into my messages asking me to do a host a post for her. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And that host a post like blew up. Within like 20 minutes, it had like 30 comments on it. And she messaged me back and she's like, why are you not doing this? Like, I know you said you did it before, but why did you stop? And I was like, well, because 2.5 years ago, this wouldn't have happened. Like, there's no way that any of this would have happened. So at that point they were doing like, I think it was $39 enrollments or maybe $49 enrollments. I'm like, you know what? Why not? It's a $50 investment and it could turn out to be huge for me this go around. And so I rejoined at the end of February, and hit the ground running and got my first 6 customers in like the first couple of weeks. And Becca's been really awesome about helping me out with my team and everything and answering all of my questions. And this go around, like it has blown up for me. Like I have already gotten further in this company in 3 months than I did in 6 months, putting in less work, honestly, this time than I did last time. So I was able to upgrade my car and it's covering the difference in my car payments. I'm able to take off work a little bit more without having to worry about having the PTO to cover it because the income that's coming in is helping make up for that. So I'm getting more time with my daughter. And honestly, my goal with this is to be able to cut back massively on my hours because I'm working 50 to 60 hour weeks right now, so that I can get more time with my daughter because she's only 2.5 years old. She'll be 3 in August. And I literally, all she's ever known is me working. And so I'm a nurse. I love what I do. I really don't think I'll ever quit being a nurse. But if I could this is my goal with this, is to be able to maybe cut back to even part-time hours and spend more time at home with my daughter. And I'm almost halfway there. So hopefully by the end of this year, we'll be all the way there.
Okay, I'm dealing with a toddler that's having a meltdown. I was listening though. Okay, you're fine.
Nikki's on in there.
Okay, good. I'm going to mute for just 1 second. While I'm muting, do you want to share like kind of what your schedule looks like and how you find time for the business?
Sure. Yeah. So, I work typically Monday through Friday. This month is kind of crazy because I'm on call 3 weekends of the 4 this month. I also run a photography business and then I do this. My days usually start in clinic at 7:00, and they can end between 6 and 7 p.m. at night. So as far as fitting things in, I get up at like 4:30 in the morning. And usually I am up late, sending out my messages for host to post. That way I've got stuff in my inbox for the next morning to respond to people. And then like if I get little breaks, bathroom breaks in between patients, or the occasional lunch break that I get, I work on those. And then once my daughter goes to bed at night, I put in a little bit of work. So all in all, it's about 2 hours a day that I get to put in with it. And then typically I'm off on Thursdays, and most Saturdays and Sundays I'm off. So and then Sunday is my Sabbath. So I mean, I may message people a little bit here and there, but I'm not focused on it as much on Sundays as I am. But Thursdays and Saturdays are my heavy hitter days. And those are typically when I get my biggest number of enrollments are on those days. But usually Monday, Tuesday, and my daughter has speech therapy. So the 45 minutes that I'm sitting in my car waiting on her to get done with speech therapy, I'm messaging people, I'm making TikToks, I'm doing stories. I'm going live because I personally like talking to people face to face or on the phone a lot more than I like typing messages to people, just because I get so excited about what I'm doing and they can hear it in my voice or they can see it on my face in a video or on the phone. And that gets them excited and it gets them pumped up and ready to go. Messaging's great. It's great for host to post and everything. But when it comes to sealing the deal for me, I like to be able to see them or talk to them. That way they can hear how excited I am about these products. Because as soon as I was able to get my coffee in, like I got it in and I haven't missed a day drinking it since. So, what day in August is your daughter's birthday, Ashley?
The 27th. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Oh yeah, I can hear you. My daughter was born on the 7th and her cousin has the same birthday. So they're birthday buddies and they make a big deal about it. So
my birthday's on the 21st. So she was like 6 days after me. So it's kind of.
Oh my goodness. That was an awesome birthday present.
Yeah.
My mom's birthday's on the 6th. So she got 2 grandbabies the day after her birthday. So she was pretty excited. She was like, gosh, one of them could have come on my birthday.
I'm paying for my raisin.
Do what?
I'm paying for my raisin.
Oh no. I was just telling Becca, we had to put her in speech therapy when she turned 2. Because she wasn't seeing anything. And now it's like nonstop. She won't stop. It's constant.
Yes.
And like as soon as you walk into a room, she like has to announce everybody's there. Mama's here. Mimi's here. Look, it's Pawpaw.
My kid never stepped up.
Oh my gosh. Yes, we know we're here. Because I'm walking from work and she said, Mama's home from work. And I'm like, they know, they can see the door opening. They can hear the door opening. Somebody's usually acknowledging me when I'm walking through the door. But she has to make sure she announces everybody as they walk into a room.
That's cool.
And I'm just going, oh my gosh. And her speech therapist goes, she's speaking in sentences a lot more this week. And I'm like, girlfriend, you have no idea. Like it's happening in her sleep at this point.
Yes.
I got up to go to work this morning and she's like, I'm right here. I'm right here. And I'm going, what is your deal? Like, we know you're right there. You're in bed asleep. But it's funny. I mean, it's good now. I was like, because when she was 2 and she wasn't saying anything, I was like, okay, it would be so much easier if you could talk to me and tell me what you need. And now she doesn't stop. It is go all. And then she's really bad about it when she's trying to keep herself from going to sleep. She'll just sit there and jabber the entire time. And I'm like, shut it down. Close your eyes. It's okay to go to sleep.
Yeah, the speech therapists teach our kids to never shut up. That's what I said.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm glad for them, and I knew she needed it because I've worked with speech therapists and occupational, and some of my best friends are speech therapists. And like I was telling them, and they're like, well, you know, she needs therapy. I was like, I know she needs therapy. We're going to her 2-year checkup, and I will mention it to her pediatrician then. But then it's like getting them getting in for the eval was not hard. Getting her on somebody's schedule took like a month and a half. And I'm just going, there's got to be more speech therapists than this. But now she wants to read books. I sing to her a lot, and now she's singing with me. And it's so funny. I'm like, okay, all right. And she's obsessed with Frozen. We have officially hit the Frozen stage. I have 6 other nieces and nephews. 6. I have gone through the Frozen stage with half of them so far, and now she is in it. Everything has to be Elsa. She has an Elsa cup that she drinks out of. She has Elsa PJs that she wears to bed. It's all got to be Elsa. And I swore I was never going to put her in character Jamies, ever.
Well, okay. So I'm sorry, I had to mute for a little bit, but oh my goodness. Y'all can see, like, you literally, y'all will never have Zoom with me that's going to be not chaotic. So all 3 of my kids are currently throwing a fit. Just, it's a madhouse.
Oh, no.
Time. I've got one that's like, why am I grounded? And so he's crying. And then I've got another one in there like, I don't want my mommy, but I want my mommy. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. And then I've got this one that like wants a boob but doesn't want a boob. And it's just, daddy's like, I'll grab the other 2. So if I flash you guys, if y'all see a boob, I'm so sorry, but I've got to make her be quiet.
Been there, done it.
All been there.
Anyway, my goodness. Anyways though, and my camera's like falling. So y'all know it's always going to be chaos around here. But anyways, so the main thing that we want to talk to you guys about is time management tonight. So y'all kind of heard Bethany and how she does her system with fitting the business into her regular life. She has a crazy chaotic schedule with work. Literally is always at work. I never talk to that girl when she's not at work. And even whenever she's not at work, she also runs a photography business and this one as well. She's like super mom over there, like always has something going on, and she's always on call. So even whenever she's not at work, she has to go right back into work and then back to her business and to this business. And it's just she always has a packed full schedule, but she always finds time to do life still with this business. She's still a great mama, has, time for her baby, and is doing this so that eventually she can have more time with Bella. You know what? We're going to ditch this traditional setting and we're going to adjust, and mommy's going to walk around with the baby and talk to you guys. So anyways, y'all are okay with the music in the background. Anyway, so I'll have to go back and forth over there to look at my notes because mom brain. But anyways, so she has a crazy busy schedule, but she still winds up fitting time in for this business. So I hope y'all heard that. And she also takes off a Sabbath day, which I'm glad that she mentioned. And what that is just any day that you choose for you to take off. It is so important in this business. It does not matter what day of the week it is. Doesn't matter. But it's so important that once a week you take a day off. If I message you or your leader messages you and tries to send you tasks on your day off, say, girl, taking the day off, hit me up tomorrow. Because you need to have a day for yourself, for your kids to unplug, go take a hot bath that night after the kids go to bed, go jam out to music that morning, whatever, fills your soul up, whatever it is, you have to have that personal time because you're an entrepreneur at this point. And not only are you an entrepreneur, but most of you, actually I'm looking at them, all of you on here are mamas. And so that is exhausting. So y'all need to have at least one day to where you aren't worrying about your business and you're just worrying about life. So make sure that you set aside at least one day of the week where your business is going to be closed down and you're not going to be sending out any messages or anything like that. So pick out a Sabbath day and take it. I have a Sabbath day too. And the only people I talk to on my Sabbath day is my new people. And so that's the only thing that I recommend that y'all do on your Sabbath is if you have somebody that's fresh, brand new, like within their first week, that you still talk to them on that day. But other than that, take the day off for yourself because you deserve it. Everybody deserves to have a day off. So I'm glad that you mentioned that, Bethany. I want to encourage you guys to all get yourself a planner. If you don't have a planner, I will send you guys a tracker in the chat here in just a minute. And Ashley, I know you're not in that chat, but I'll send it to you privately. But there is a little thing that I have made for us to plan out our days. And I sat down because mom life, I never know what's going on. Kids are going to get sick. So I'm going to have a pop-up doctor's appointment or something. That seems to be what it has been lately. But anyway, so make sure that you make you a game plan for the day, whether you're planning out an entire week ahead of time, or if you have to do it like I do, and I just plan out the day before ahead of time. So like at nighttime when I go to bed after the kids are asleep, I'll sit down and schedule out my next day plan. And so exactly what I'm going to do is I get out my plan thing, and I will, the one that I'm going to send you guys looks a little bit different, and I don't have any of those printed off. I'll have to print me off one tonight, but here's the old one that I used. And if you guys want this one, if y'all like it better, I can send it to you, but it just, baby's trying to grab it. Anyways, it just has lines on it where I can schedule like hourly what I'm going to do every hour. And then it also has like a little to-do list. It has a dinner, breakfast, and lunch menu. So I can even plan out meals All of it. I literally plan out my entire day because listen, if I don't have it planned, it doesn't get done. So I'll put what I'm going to make the kids for breakfast, what I'm going to do for lunch, what I'm doing for dinner. I do my reflection. What are my goals the next day? And then I have like the hourly. Okay, you don't need the paper. The hourly game plan. So the other one that I'll send you guys, I'll send y'all both so you have options. But the other one, Ashley has it. Okay. The other one is just an hourly thing. And it's one that Ashley made for us. So I'll send y'all both of them so that you'll have it. But I literally just plan out my entire day the day before. And so the way that you can plan it out is write down your non-negotiables in your regular life, not business. Write down, does your kids have a doctor's appointment? What times do you have to go to your regular day job? Whatever's going on in your day, y'all know what's going on. What time does your kids get up? Write that in there. What time do the kids usually go to bed? All of that. So plan out your day the way that you want it to go. Obviously, things are always going to pop up and things won't always go as planned. That's life. But try to get a rough draft of how the day's supposed to go and put it in there. And then after you get that wrote down, then fill in the blanks with places that you can work. Now, I don't want your whole entire schedule full of just, all the empty spaces being full for doing at work stuff. Obviously, you still need you time during the day. But find you at least an hour to an hour and a half during the day that you can work. Even if you're looking at your schedule and you're like, dang, this is a full schedule. I work most of the day and I'm tired. I have to go to bed. Okay, well then can you get up an hour earlier and maybe plan to get up an hour earlier and do your work then? Could you plan and put it on that little planner for you to stay up an hour later than you usually would? Or 30 minutes later than you usually would to send out some host-to-post messages? That way when you wake up, your inbox is already full. So figure out those little nuggets of the day. And I'll tell you guys, whenever I was working full time, I had, and Bethany laughed at me the first time I told her this, but it's so true. Literally, the only times I got to work was if my booty was on the toilet. Okay. And I didn't care that people thought I was always pooping. Listen, I worked at McDonald's for a long time and I'd be like, y'all, I got to go pee again. The manager would be like, oh no. And I was like, okay, then I'll just poop my pants. Like, I don't know. I got to go poop. He's like, okay. So I'd go in the bathroom and I'd message, what are pooping? But they don't know that. And they can't come in there and find out. Forget them. Anyways, poop on company time, y'all. Just do it. Send out your messages. Okay. Literally, if my booty was on the toilet, that's how I got my work done because I didn't have time. And then on my lunch break. And so after that, I went to working part-time. And so then I could just do my regular job, work between clients because I was doing CNA work at that point. When I was doing that, I was just working in between clients. So in between residents, I would answer messages back, send out messages if I didn't have any to respond to, go live in my stories in between clients because I was driving from house to house. And so I could do that while I was driving, which I'm not saying you have to like text and drive, but that's what I did to fit it in is text and drive, honestly. And so like voice to text saved my life while I was driving most days. But anyway, so just work in between in the nooks and crannies of your day that you can find. We all have 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there that we can fit it in. So even if you're having to divide it out into individual segments of time like that, yeah. Or if you have a full hour that you can just sit down for a full hour straight and get it all done, that's fine. Whatever works best for you, just make sure that you plan it out and that you're intentional about planning it, because if you're not, then it's going to become midnight and you're going to be like, didn't get nothing done again. I guess I'll try again tomorrow. And guess what's going to happen tomorrow? I didn't get nothing to get done again. I guess I'll try again tomorrow. And then guess what's going to happen then? It's going to be 2 weeks later. She always likes to get loud when I get loud. It's going to be 2 weeks later and we're still not going to be doing nothing. And then we're going to be like, well, what happened to my paycheck? Well, what happened to your work ethic? That's what I'm going to say when you say, Becca, my paycheck. I'm going to say, man, the work ethic. Where's it at? When did you fit in time? Let me see that schedule. What did your schedule look like? So, anyways, make sure that you're being intentional. It doesn't have to be an hour-long sit down. It can be 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there. I've done it before. If you guys aren't sure where to fit it into your schedule, write out your regular stuff. What time do you work? When you go on lunch break? When do you get up? When do you go to sleep? All of those things. And then send it to your leader. And we can kind of fill it back in with places that we would do it if we were you. So that way you have an idea. So if you guys need help with the schedule, send us what your regular stuff is, and we'll help you come up with one. And then I want to show you guys ways that I can get this business done, because I said 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. And a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, but these tasks are kind of hard and I don't know how to get them done in 5 minutes. Like, they take me way longer than 5. So I'm going to show you guys how to do them pretty quickly, maybe, if I can get her to chill. I'm going to pop a booby in her mouth, actually. And Bethany, I'm going to make you co-host real quick.
Okay.
Let you show them how to use the Boards app to find their post. Now, some of you that are on here aren't in the Boards app yet, and that's okay, but you'll learn it for whenever you are in the Boards app, so then you won't be confused when you get in there. So let me make you co-host. Okay.
Let me log into the Zoom on my phone. If I can find it. There it is.
Okay.
Because I'm on my iPad. I don't think I can share my screen. And I don't have the Boards app on my iPad, but I can just pull it up on my phone. So can you guys see where I'm at? Okay. Maybe? No. Okay, so that's our Boards app. I have more than one board going because when I first started, before Becca added me into the Diamonds board, I was like copying and pasting everything. That does not work. Okay. I was copying and pasting everything to my own board. That way I could just go in and click it and copy and paste it. But most of my work I do from my phone. And so when I go in to message people, it's a keyboard that I can just pull up and like tap it and it sends the message. And why is this not? There you go. It's got everything there. So it's got like host to post. It's got, it's basically scripts. It's pre-written scripts that you guys can send to potential customers, to potential distributors. Obviously change up the wording because you want it to sound like you. You don't want the same thing to go to everybody, and Facebook doesn't like copy and paste very much. So they'll start blocking you if you're sending the same message to everybody over and over and over again. Because bots can do that. I go live quite a bit on my Facebook because a bot can't go live. But that saved me. Once Becca got me added into this, it's just copy and paste. You can literally go in there and let's say you're trying to get somebody signed up for the Slimming Gummies. You just go into your products, right? I'm technically challenged, guys. Go into your products right there. And then it's broken up by like weight loss, packs, skincare. You would click weight loss, and our Slimming Gummies are right there at the top. And you click that. And that's your information, and you just click it and copy it. This button up here, you can copy and then just paste it into your message and send it to them.
Hold on. That's how you've been doing it this whole time?
No, that's how I started out. But when I go into like my Facebook messages, Becca, I'm going to use you. That way I don't have a million people. So when I go to that little,
the globe,
I need to learn the globe down here, like it pulls up different keyboards. And so then I go to my Diamond Tribe. Guys, I really have to learn how to. Then I go to my Diamond Tribe and I can go to like products, weight loss, Slimming Gummies, and then it just populates the message for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you just send the message.
Okay, I was just making sure you knew how to do that. And I was like, hold on.
Yeah, I do. I've got like 4 different keyboards because I've also got the Fonts app. So that populates in my Fonts app too. But like literally easiest thing ever. And you can copy and paste your pictures from there too. You just copy and then go to your, well, apparently I'm recording. So that picture is copied and then you just click there and paste it and you can send the picture too. And that's really helpful for your host to post, because you're usually sending pictures to the people that are posting your host to post with the text that they're sending. So the boards app, once we get you added into it, literally I can send 10 messages in about 3 minutes with the boards app, because I just go in and I populate it and it sends out. And most people aren't going to get back to you right away. Like, I still have people that I messaged that still haven't messaged me back. And you're going to have to send like 40 messages just to get 5 people to message you back saying, hey, yeah, I'll do it. Because not everybody's going to be willing to do it. And that can get discouraging at first, because at first it discouraged me. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to message double the amount of people and then we'll see what happens. And I finally started getting people, and there are people coming back asking me, hey, how can I get extra entries into this thing? So they're posting for me every week, because once they realize that you're giving them free money for doing this, or giving them the chance to earn free money for doing this, they're wanting to get entered as many times as they can to do this. So they're like, let me post every week for you. My sister posts every week for me. My mom hands me her phone and says, here, post whatever you want to on my Facebook for you. Like, and I mean, they're people that I know, but I signed up a triple threat from somebody in California and I had no clue who she was. Like, she had just been watching my post, and she's getting married this fall. And she's like, I need to lose some weight for my wedding. Sign me up. And there was another friend of mine. She's not on here. She's dealing with some stuff. She's going on vacation tomorrow. She'd been watching my stories for a few months, and she was finally like, okay, I give. What are you doing? Sign me up. I want to do this. So the stories especially are really important. And I do my stories, like, my day starts at 7 a.m. for work. I'm sitting in my car at 6:45 in the morning before I go into work, doing a quick story on Facebook or doing it on Instagram so I can share it to Facebook. And that's one of my little snippets of time that I have that I can do that.
Yes. In her scrubs, you'll see her every morning, never fails in her scrubs before she goes to the clinic, on her stories. And it doesn't matter. She didn't use the excuse, like, before she got her products in, there was like no excuses of like, I don't have my products in, I don't have products on hand. This girl's like, if y'all want somebody to follow, there's no excuses, Bethany's your girl. Okay. She is a freaking rock star. The second she signed up, she's like, I'm going live tomorrow in my story. Like, she's going live tomorrow in her stories. She's brand new. Was the next morning in her stories, in her scrubs, in her car. I'm so excited. I just joined this new business. And her energy, you guys, her energy, that is one of the things I love about Bethany. Her energy, whether she's having a bad day, whether Bella's sick and her husband is having a hard time, or whatever's going on in her life, it doesn't matter. Bethany's energy and her stories never reveals it. And that's something you guys have to remember. Personal life or not, always be authentic on your page. But the positivity, people are attracted to that positivity, you guys. So be a light for someone else. People don't want to join somebody as a customer or a distributor that is like, woe is me, the world hates me all the time. So be authentic. Kids being sick or whatever, y'all see me on there all the time. I'm talking about the good, bad, and ugly, okay? But I'm not negative about it. And so make sure that you're being positive, because people want to join somebody that is positive. Everyone has enough negativity in their life, so be the positivity that they want.
Well, I mean,
go ahead,
like,
Bethany.
Even at work, so I get probably looked at like I'm crazy, but like my cups even have little sayings on them. So even people at work are going like, your cups even have stuff on it that like are encouraging to you. And that's what reminds me to drink my water during the day. And Becca can tell you, I have a specific coffee cup that I had made for me. It's got a Gilmore's Girl quote on it. And she's like, it's kind of become your signature, but it's a quote about coffee. And I literally do not miss my Skinny Brew any morning of the week. Like, I have to have it because 225 milligrams of caffeine kicks me into gear. Becca, I think you're muted, honey.
Yeah, I was muted. Austin just walked in here. He's like, I'm muted. I gotta tell you something. And so I'm like crazy myself, basically, is what I just found out. I mean, I knew it, but I didn't know the depth of it. So I'm gonna lose my sanity. What? Please go pee pee. I would love for you to go pee pee. Go do it. Sure. Thank you. Oh my god. I want to go pee pee. Like, I've never told the child she can't pee. I don't know what the deal is. Anyways, he's like, I have to tell you something. You gotta mute. I'm like, I want to Zoom. Like, why are you interrupting me? He goes like, hey. Anyways, and he's like, I just went to Walmart Son for something. And I noticed he kind of laughed at me afterwards. And I was like, come here. Why are you laughing at me? And he's like, then I noticed his butt looked big and pulled his pants down. And he has on 7 pair of underwear. That's hilarious because I'd done that when I was a kid. I knew I was getting a spanking, so I just put those panties on, y'all. I don't know if you've seen that or heard that, but raise up.
Hey,
whatever.
you at least had six pairs of clean underwear. Mom always told you not to leave the house without clean underwear.
Right. He's smart. He knew. Lord. What are you doing? Man. For 2 seconds and you're right on me. Okay. Take this. Play with the crayon. Thank you. Yeah, crayon. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen. I'm sorry. This is drawn out. It's chaos, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm not even apologizing. You guys know I'm done apologizing for it. Y'all know the struggle. But we're gonna wrap it up real quick because I'm gonna show you guys how to do the task real fast so that y'all can get it done within just a few minutes in your day in the nooks and crannies. So I'm gonna share my screen and we're gonna go through the task that we do every day. So y'all can see how to do them because sometimes it can be different to actually see them done versus just read about it and watch a video on it. So, all right. First task and the most important task is host to post. So for host to post, there's 3 different ways that I get my host to post up. And the first way is to greenlight message. Okay, greenlight messaging. I'm just going to go into my messenger. I'm going to click on people and you can see the active. If they have a green dot by their name, it means that they're active on Facebook. So we're going to click this girl. I might have already seen. I just sent her one the other day. All right, let's scroll down. These people will be fresh people. She looks cool. Let's message her. I messaged her in May, but we're going to send another one because it's June. Okay, anyway, I just click it. Y'all can see my boards app is here. To get to the boards app, I just click that world at the bottom. I'm going to click host to post. Hit green light messages, and there's several that you can choose from. I just use this short one. It's my favorite. It always works. And I'm going to go back through there and I'm going to do that over and over again. This girl I haven't talked to since October 2020, so she getting one for show. This girl I haven't talked to since 2019, she getting one. And I'm just going to go through there and just keep going until I message 20 or 30 people that same message. And that's green light messaging. That's the one I would do if I was on the toilet at work trying to get them done real fast because that's the quickest way. The other way is to go into your friends list, click all friends, sort them from oldest friends first. And then I scroll down through my friends list and I'm going to click on a name that I've already messaged because I'm way down on my friends list at this point. But I'll go down through my friends list and I'll find somebody. I always look at their profile because this helps me clean my Facebook up a little bit. If they haven't messaged in a while, which she just messaged or posted a day ago, if they haven't posted in a while, then their account's probably not active. So if they haven't posted since 2020, I'm going to delete them because they're not even on Facebook. So, but anyways, as long as they're posting and stuff, I'll go into Messenger and I will send them that same green light message that I was sending a minute ago. Host to post, green light messages in short. I'm not going to do her because I've already done her. But that's how I do it with Facebook friends list. When I'm done, wherever I stop at after I message my 20 to 30 off of my friends list, wherever I stop at, I take a screenshot of where I stopped at. So I'll go show y'all how I do my screenshots. Let me find my photos. All right. Right here's one. So I take a screenshot of wherever I left off at, and I just write host to post over the top of it so I know what the screenshot is for. And then that's how I know where to pick up at the next time I go to my friends list. The other way to do host to post is to go into your saved collection for the month, like the people that have recently posted for you, figure out who has put up a giveaway host to post for you, click on their name, and then respond back to the comments on here. So I'm not going to respond to this girl's comment. Yeah, shh. You don't need to talk at the same time as me. Anyway, I'm going to click reply to the comment, and I'm going to once again pull up Boards app, host to post, and this says respond to comment. Click it, and it's all right there. The only thing that I do to this response is I change mine up just a little bit because that alone doesn't ever work for me. It does for some people, but it doesn't for me. So I add to the front of it, add me as a friend, and then I post it. Add me as a friend and message me so y'all can see where I do that. So anyways, and then I go to their profile because I don't wait for them to add me. I go straight to their profile and I send them a friend's request. And the reason for that is because sometimes people don't see my response to their comment, but they do see my friend's request. So then they accept it, and I'll have a lot of people say, what post? Whenever they accept my friend's request, I'll ask them about host to post, and they'll say, what post did I comment on? I'm like, oh, it was about $1,000 giveaway. Do you want in on it? Well, I don't remember it, but sure. So a lot of times they forget that they comment, I find. So anyways, I automatically send them a friend's request just so that I'm still adding to my network and stuff. And then depending on if they have 1,500 friends or more, I'm going to get them to post about the giveaway as well. If they have less than 1,500 friends, I'm going to give them a product giveaway post. And you can find those in the Boards app as well. Let me go let's go to Bethany. Just like Bethany was showing y'all a minute ago, you can click on host to post. There's the giveaway host to post. There's tons of them for you to pick from. And then there's also different product host to post for you to pick from as well. Same thing as like product descriptions. The pricing script, you'll have to, this is the only thing that you will ever have to edit is the pricing script. And you want to make sure you go to your website and make sure that the price that is on there is correct, because not everything is $39.95. There's some products that are $60. There's some that are $40, etc. So make sure that that price is right, but you'll just change the price. That's the only thing you'll change on it, and then send it. But anyways, so you can also find, back to Bethany so that I can show you guys this. You can also find your post eventually whenever you get added to it. 30 days of post. There is 30 extra days of post for you guys so that y'all have posting ideas in case you need an idea of what to post. Morning, lunch, and dinner post on each day. So if you guys don't know what to post or you think you're going to struggle with it, we have posting ideas in this app or in this for you so that there's no question about it. And that covers posting. The other thing that is really hard for people sometimes is they struggle with what to put on their stories. We have an app called Telegram that you will all be added into. My favorite Telegram link to use out of all of them is the Diamond Squad Elite. And that's just because I think their pictures are the prettiest. You can either scroll through here and find one, or the fastest way is to click their name at the top, click media, and it's going to bring all these down. These are actually really cute. I like those. For our little thing that we have going on. Okay, so I'm going to save these. I can click all three, save the camera row. I'm going to show you guys how to make a story real quick in case y'all don't know. So let me find something to put on my stories. What is this?
I just discovered that media button, Becca.
Really?
Yes. Oh my God, it's a lifesaver.
I don't want to do that one. That one's kind of ugly. So sometimes I get lost in the scroll on here because I don't really like all the stuff they put on here, but some of it's cute. So whatever. Let's find one real quick. Where is one that I can use? I guess this coffee one is cute. Maybe. Does it have her results? Check out my friends. Brain boost. Okay. I don't want to post a coffee one tonight. Okay. Anyways, basically though, y'all could go on here, find the one that you want, click the share button, like I just did, that little arrow, and save all 10 of the photos to your camera row. Then whenever you're ready to upload them to your story, you're just going to go into Instagram. I have my Facebook and Instagram combined. That way, anytime I make a post on Instagram, it automatically goes on Facebook. Then I'm working 2 platforms at once with only half the work. So it's so much easier. So I recommend if you have an Instagram, link them, work 2 of them at the same time. If not, you can just do it on Facebook the same way. I just click the plus button, click stories, go over here, figure out what I want to add to my stories. Let's add the picture of Daddy and sleeping baby.
Oh.
And I am going, you can tap on here. A neat thing that we have for stories is if you click the globe at the bottom, you can go into our team boards and go down here. It says stickers for stories. We have so many cute ones here. We have some of the It Works products if you want to add them. It's just a way to be able to make your things pretty. You can play around on there. Brush splatter. I really like this one. And I can paste it just like that. And it makes my story so cute. I don't want that over her little hand, but let's put it smaller. And then I could type something like adorable. No, I'm not going to do adorable. I don't like that. I'm sorry. Aren't they the cutest? We'll do that one. Okay. And then I can just like overlay it onto this little thing, make it a little bit bigger. There you go. Make that a little bigger. Maybe not with the background. Maybe black. Okay, y'all get the point. You can change the colors. I'm a perfectionist, kind of. I'm sorry. Anyways, and then send to, click share, and done. And then it automatically goes to your stories. If you don't know how to look at posts, you do the same thing on Instagram that you would on there. So this one is like a swipe up option. Nobody's responded on this one. My Instagram's basically dead all the time. But anyways, you just swipe up and it'll tell you who voted, and then you can message them. It does it the same way on Facebook. You just click your stories, swipe up, go to wherever your poll's at, and then you can see who votes and who doesn't, and you can just click their name and message them straight from the poll. And so that's stories, that's posting, that's host to post. The other thing is follow ups and birthdays. For birthdays, I just go to the search bar on Facebook. I type in birthdays. I know, you're just so sad. I type in birthdays and it's going to pop up a list of everybody that has a birthday that day. I write on their wall, happy birthday, with some cute emojis. And then I click their name, go to message them, and I send them the same birthday message. This birthday message is how you're going to sell samples the most. That's the biggest way that I sell samples, is through my stories or through the birthday message. And so for birthday message, it's going to be in our boards under happy birthday. There's 2 different ones that you can use. I just use this one that says birthday message, send with a pic. I just tap it. Then I tap the picture, tap the words to paste it. And then there's the picture and I can click send. I've already sent that to her, so I'm not going to do that again. But I just send that with the picture for birthday message, and it offers them both samples to be a customer and to be a distributor all in one. And they get $5 off if they use their birthday coupon. So instead of their sample pack being $20, it'd be $15. Or if you originally charged $15, it'd be $10. So I charge $20. So those would be $15. And then as y'all can see, people are going to tell you no, just like this girl did, but she may wind up telling me yes. So anyway, because I'm pretty persistent. I don't like no's. Anyway, so the other one is going to be follow up. And so how you do follow ups is you want to get you a little journal. I don't have mine in here to show you guys, but it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be like $1 little journaling notebook from the dollar store. I don't care what it is. Figure you out a method. Write down everybody's name that you talk to about products or the business. Write their name down. Out beside their name, write down what day you talked to them and what you talked to them about. Was it the Thermofy X? Was it the coffee? Was it the business? Whatever it was, so that you know what to follow up with them about. That way, when there's sales that drop on the coffee or the gummies or whatever, you can go back to the people that were actually interested and let them know it's on sale and sign them up as a customer. I follow up with everyone, no matter what they're interested in, 24 to 48 hours after they originally sign up. And then after that, it's monthly, every single month. So the way I do that is my 24 to 48 hours come out of my little cheap notebook. After I follow up with them for 24 to 48 hour follow up, I put them in a binder that I have sectioned off into tab dividers. I do 1 through 30 days. If I talk to them on the first, they go behind the first tab. Second goes behind the second tab. And then on the first of the month, I'm going to flip to that first tab and follow up with everybody behind it. Same thing for the second of the month, everybody behind it. Third of the month. So that way I have people to follow up with every single day. Eventually it'll grow. And the longer you're in this business, you'll have every single day to follow up with too. So And that's how I do follow-ups. Follow-up scripts are in the Boards app too. It's just tap, tap, send. Boards app is so simple. If you're wondering how I respond back so fast, it's because I have Boards app and I can just literally touch a button and click send. That's it. So our tasks are literally 5 to 10 minutes a piece at the most. So you can get it done within an hour to an hour and a half if you are utilizing your time. Utilize your time, set a timer whenever you're working so that you don't go over time. So like what I do if I'm working by myself is I will set a timer on my phone or on Alexa and I'll say, remind me in 10 minutes to stop doing host to post. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes to upload my story, whatever it is. So that way I had utilizing my time and I know that I got all of my stuff done. But it also keeps me from like scrolling out because whenever I click Facebook, if I see an ad or a video that's funny, I'm gonna like stop doing that and watch what's funny. And so if I have a timer going, I know that I can't stop till that timer stops. So it just kind of helps hold me accountable. Trying to make sure I go over everything and then making sure you guys, if you don't have your why, you need to figure out what your why is. Why are you doing this business? Because if you don't have your why, you have no roadmap, and that's like getting in a vehicle and driving around town wasting your gas because you have no idea where you're going. That's the same thing. Your car will burn out of gas. And you with this business, if you don't know where you're going, you have no destination, you're going to get burnt out. So you need to figure out what your destination is, where you're going. Start small because you need to have a roadmap and you need to have stops along the way. So figure out what is your first goal? What is your small goal? Is it $200 a month? What gets you $200 a month? Executive. That would be your first promotion. What gets you $500 a month? Ruby. So figure out what is your big goal and then split it up into small goals. Where can you stop along the way before you get to that massive goal? If you're not sure what your goal is, make sure that you think about that, figure out what your big goal is and everything, get with your leader, and then we can help you come up with a game plan. But make sure that you definitely have a goal, a destination in mind, because otherwise you're going to get burnt out and you don't want that. And then make sure that your why is super strong. If your why doesn't make you cry, it's not strong enough. Honestly, if it doesn't make you cry, it is not strong enough. You need to think harder. You need to dig deeper. Whenever I first started this business, because I had a kid in a stroller that I was pushing around little Walnut Ridge, Arkansas, picking up cans off the side of the road to pay for his baby diapers. Now that makes you cry. I couldn't afford anything else. Our bills were being shut off. That's why I joined this business. So that's what pushed me every day, was to not have him grow up like that. Eventually your why is going to change. Eventually my why changed and I was no longer having to do that because I was making that money from this business. Then it was, our house was so small that my daughter's bedroom, our dining room, and my office space was literally a dining room table. Literally a dining room table. She didn't have a bedroom. She had nowhere. She was at the stage that this baby is trying to walk and had nowhere to push a walker around to teach her to walk. I had to do that in grass on gravel, like try to teach her how to walk or take her to her nana's. And that sucked. That wasn't an environment that I should have been raising a little bitty baby in. She had nowhere to learn how to walk in her own house because there's no room.
I remember that.
That made me cry. I felt like a shitty mom. Then my why changed again. We had enough money to be able to find a house. We were starting to look into house buying. But all of our money was literally going towards house buying and bills and stuff. And we didn't have much left over. It was Black Friday and I was kind of at a standstill with my business. Black Friday, I went to Walmart and Evangeline wanted a baby doll that was on sale that year that come with all the baby doll furniture in a little box for Black Friday. And she wanted it. It was $20. She wanted that baby doll so bad. I always take my kids with me to Black Friday because I have no babysitter. And she's seen it in there and wanted it. And I was like, do that. Like, we're trying our best to get this house. Like, literally every penny we had was going towards purchasing a home and paying our bills, getting everything turned on. We didn't have any extra. And I was like, baby, we've worked so hard. And I felt bad because we had worked hard to get them out of the living situation they were in, but we didn't have extras to do like a $20 baby doll. And so we left that store with Eva like screaming and crying, not understanding why she couldn't have a $20 baby doll. And I got in the car and I literally sat in the parking lot and bawled my eyes out. I messaged my team, messaged Ashlyn and them, and I was like, you guys, this will never happen again. I will never say no to a $20 baby doll again, ever. I felt sick to my stomach. who I just like kept saying to myself, like, you are the shittiest mom. It's $20. You put $20 in your gas tank. You spend $20 to go do your hair. Like, what the hell? She can't have a $20. Like, that just hit me in the gut. I just kept saying all these negative things to myself, and that pushed me every day. Like, that was a why that made me cry. And so it pushed me into my next promotion. And now my why has changed again. I couldn't afford the $20 baby doll now. Now my why is to bring their daddy home because their daddy misses out on holidays. He's not ever here for Eva's birthday, ever. He always misses her birthday. He's not ever here for Thanksgiving. He hasn't been for like 2 years now. He's missed Thanksgiving. And that sucks. Those are big holidays for us. He's never here on his birthday. He's never here on he's not here on Mother's Day. And so there's a bunch of like big days that he misses out on. So he misses 6 months of our kids' life out of the year. And so that's a huge goal that makes me cry. My kids, are growing up not having their dad there for those big things. And so that's what's pushing me into my next promotion. So if your why isn't strong enough to make you cry, you need to dig deep because there's something in your life that you don't like. There's something in your life that makes your gut curl, that makes your butthole pucker, that makes you cry in your closet with a bottle of wine. Okay, there's something that sucks that you want to change. And that's what your why is. And that's what you need to push for, because that's what's going to push you through on the days. Because listen, life always happens. The devil's real. And when things are going good, he's going to try to tear them down. And I don't know if you guys are a believer or whatever, but I truly believe every time I promote, the devil meddles. Whenever I promoted to Diamond, I had 4 deaths in my family, and one of them was my grandmother. I was planning her funeral, making arrangements, and I still went Diamond like a week later. If the devil meddles, and I always, life will always be a shit show when you're promoting, but you have to push through. That's why you have to have a strong why, because if you have a strong why, the devil will win every single time because he's going to throw obstacles at you and he's going to make it tough. And so you need something that says like, mine is always my kids. So on my tough days, whenever life is just shit or I have a headache or I don't feel good or whatever, I tell myself like, okay, is this something like, is this a good enough reason for me to look at my kids and say, I'm so sorry, but X, Y, and Z is going on. And so for that reason, I can't set aside 1 hour today, just 1 hour today to let your daddy come home the next 6 months. I'm so sorry, but I can't put aside 1 hour today to make sure that your daddy is here for Thanksgiving this year. And actually it's looking like he's going to miss Christmas this year. So instead of saying Thanksgiving, I would say 1 hour a day so that your daddy can be here for Christmas this year. My kids are going to be devastated without their dad on Christmas. And so that's not something that I could say. I could not look my kids in the eye and say, you're not enough for me to push for today. I'm so sorry. I don't have an hour to push for your future today. I don't have an hour to push for things to be better for you today. And I don't think any of us would say that to our kids. So that's something that it sounds kind of harsh, but that's what pushes me. I always think that in my head, like, okay, Becca, if you're not going to do this, then what you might as well just go in there and tell those kids that they're not enough right now, because that's what you basically are saying. So anyways, figure out something that'll push you. That's what does it for me, is I just say that to myself and it works. So figure out a why, figure out something that's going to push you, because you're going to have the tough days. Life is going to happen. And anyways, you need something to help push you through. So is there anything that you guys want us to go over? Do y'all have any questions? I think we lost Kimberly like 5 minutes ago, but Ashley, do you have?
I do have a question on the post. If somebody, because I know it says on the comment like that we reply to them, for them to say or to message us giveaway. If they don't message us giveaway, but they go ahead and like eventually like make a post for us, can we still enter them? Because I've only had a few actually message me and say giveaway, but the ones that don't message me and say giveaway, like I go ahead and I send them a friend request and I do the comment, and then I just, as soon as I send that friend request, when they accept it, I instantly message them and I send them, asking them if they'll make a post for me. Is that okay?
Yes. Anybody, okay. It doesn't matter. As long as they
say giveaway. Okay.
Right.
Okay. And I'm so stinking proud of you too. I just want you to know that, seriously. Like, you do what I do and you discipline yourself mentally so you can get where you want to be.
Yes, it's a mental struggle all the time, but both of you that are on here are very strong personalities like I am. Y'all all are red. Every single one of us three are red. There's a lot of girls on our team that are yellow. And actually, before Bethany, I didn't have a single red on my team. Not a single one. But it's not learned with Ashley. It's just, if you don't know what color personalities are, so red is somebody that's like super money driven, I guess you could say, but like they set something in their mind and they go for it and they don't stop till they get it. So they're very strong-willed. Yellow personalities are very emotional, like teachers. They're very emotionally attached. They get their feelings hurt easily. They care about people though. They'll like give you the shirt off their back type people. And then blues like to have fun, which Ashley, I'm pretty sure you're red blue. I can just tell. But I
do like to have fun. I mean, I'm pretty boring though now that I have kids. Yeah.
They're like the life of the party, like to have fun. They're all
I used to be that way. I'm pretty boring now though, really. I'm like
get boring.
Do what?
I said I think all moms get boring to an extent. And then are the other personality, and greens are people that like to have the nitty gritty, like all the little details. They're gonna read the fine print, like they're know-it-alls, basically. I can't remember what you are, Bethany, but I know that you're predominantly red. I just can't remember what your other one is.
I think you said the other one was green.
Yeah, I think she's my know-it-all.
Because like I have to read everything.
It's good to have that top on the team though, really.
No, it's good to have everyone, and that's something that's really good about our team is that we do have a good mixture of everyone. So like if I have about something specific, Diana is super green too. She's green and yellow, and she knows everything. Like you can ask her, does this product mix well with this medication? And even though we can't give medical advice, Diana has literally looked all this stuff up because she has, like, in her mind, she has to know. And so you can her nitty gritty information about anything. And so things that I don't know, because I don't know it all. Listen, I ain't never read that comp plan. It is pages long. It's real thick, and I ain't got time to print that off and waste my ink, and I ain't got time to read it. My eyeballs will bleed. I just can't. So I don't know what the comp plan says, but I can go to Diana, or I think Bethany even knows a lot of things too that I don't know about nitty gritty details. I could ask one of them and they know.
I haven't even attempted to learn any of that yet. I just go to you.
I don't. I never have. So it's not meant to read it. I don't know. I'll just ask the question to somebody that has, like a green.
Yeah, that's the nurse in me though, because like that was drilled into me in nursing school. Like I had to basically write a page about every single medication that I would administer and what they interacted with and what you couldn't take it with, and could you crush it or could you mix it with certain foods. I mean, there are literally medications that you cannot mix with certain drinks.
Oh, dang. Like alcohol? I knew that.
Well, like grape juice. Like, you can't drink grape juice or some green drinks with certain blood pressure medications. I'm just like, oh my God.
That's
like,
crazy.
Alcohol. I have an app. I have an app for it now, so I just look it up on the app. But they won't let you do that in nursing school.
That's crazy. I didn't know it's getting mixed up with like grape juice and stuff. I just thought.
Yeah. No.
Well, are you guys excited for conference?
I'm super excited. I can't wait.
For conference, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Bethany, do you have anything to add before we hop off?
I think you pretty much covered it all. Ashley, do you have questions?
I'm looking. I usually write my notes down for you. When I check.
We recorded this, so I'm hoping maybe we can send a link to it to the girls that had to jump off. Because Amber texted me, she's like, I just got home. I'm having to put little man to bed.
Yeah, I'm going to text it. I'm going to stop the recording real quick since it's over. But you can still ask questions. I'm going to stop the recording.